a finger down if you got a membership for the gym, Crunch Fitness in Madison, Wisconsin, and you were loving it at first. You got the Peak Results membership, which is supposed to be, or at least you were told, a no commitment membership. You're able to go to multiple different gyms. You get use of like their fitness classes, etc., etc. A lot of benefits. Sound super good. You're also supposed to get a free t-shirt, which them bitches never gave me. Anyways, that's besides the point. So a few months after getting this membership, you decide to relocate to Chicago, Illinois. So you're now living in Chicago, Illinois, and it's been about a month. You get a notification that $100-something was taken from your account. So you're like, what the fuck? Like, I canceled this shit in person around like 2-3 a.m. with the overnight person. I canceled this membership. They told me they canceled it. Why am I still getting charged? So I call the gym. They're like, oh, that's actually our annual fee. Plus it's the monthly payment.
Yeah, they be getting me with the annual fees and stuff, man. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Now, right now I have a membership at Planet Fitness. I don't know if they charge an annual fee or not. It's probably so small I didn't even notice it, but it's $25 a month for me.
Your membership, it doesn't look like you canceled it like you thought you did. So I'm like, yeah, no, I need that membership canceled. I canceled this in person with the overnight person. I forgot his name. I could give a description if Corporate Crunch wants to reach out to me, which I'm really hoping you guys do from this video. But yeah, so anyways, I explained the situation to them, and they tell me that they can go ahead and cancel the membership for me. They're not going to charge me for the monthly, but they are going to go ahead and cancel my membership, and they cannot refund me the annual fee. I'm like, okay, cool. I understand the annual fee. I understood that when I signed a contract for this gym. Thank you very much for canceling. I appreciate it. So I think I'm done with it, right? About 2 or 3 months later, I noticed, like, I'm going through my bank statements, and I noticed that money was taken out of my account all 3 of those months from Crunch Fitness. So I call them again, and I'm like, hey, why are you guys still
All right. It took her 3 months. Okay. So I already know right now they're going to have a problem with giving her money back, especially after 3 months. Like, okay, so one of the things that I do that's a preventative measure of any money that's getting taken out of my account without me knowing is putting on bank notifications. So on my bank apps that I have, I will literally go into my account settings, and anything that's more than, I think, 10 cent, which is everything, it's going to send me a notification and an email. Yes, that gets annoying. And a text message, by the way. Yes, that gets annoying. But I don't care, because I ain't trying to end up in situations like this. And I have ended up in situations like this before.
charging me? I canceled this. I tried to cancel this 2 separate times. Both times they told me they were going to cancel it. I need this membership canceled. I live in Chicago. I cannot be, like, I can't use the gym. You don't have a Crunch here in Chicago, so I can't, like, I need this canceled. So the guy, he's acting clueless. I guess he was training or something like that. I have no idea, or at least that's what he told me. So I asked him, can I speak to a manager? He says the manager's not in right now. I'm like, okay, can you have a manager call me back? And can you also please make a note on my profile? He said, I don't know how to make a note on the profile. You can't do that with our system. I was like, I actually used to use the same system at Planet Fitness when I worked there 2 times, and you actually could make notes. So he asked me to walk him through how to make notes. So I take my time to tell him how to put notes on my freaking membership, and he says, okay, I made a note for you. I'll also let our manager know to give you a call. Unfortunately, I cannot cancel it at this moment. I was like, okay, thank you. I will be waiting for your manager to call me. So
No. One of the things I learned in sales when I worked in sales was you don't ever assume when someone's going to contact you back. You always get a date and a time and a name. And if they couldn't make a commitment, you got to give them a commitment. Okay, I'll be calling you back at 5 p.m. tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them know you're going to expect me or you're going to call me. It's called being the authority.
the manager never calls me. I'm thinking that the membership's canceled because I end up calling again. And then I'm speaking to a woman. She kind of sounded like a more masculine woman. So, like, I don't want to assume gender because, you know. But anyways, she sounded more of a masculine type woman. So I'm like, okay, thank you, ma'am. And yeah, so she says that she cancels my membership. So I'm under the assumption that it's canceled. So
But did she ask for an email confirmation? No. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I've been through this ringer too many times, but I'll be like, all right, cool, it's canceled. go ahead and send me an email, please, if you don't mind, so I can document it. You know what I'm saying? So we can avoid any other future problems and circumstances where this may happen again, because this isn't my first time contacting you all. Documentation speaks way louder in corporate, or when you have a membership at a gym. When you have writing, it speaks louder than words, because the words are just going to vanish. They're just going to evaporate into the air.
Forward to now, about maybe 2 weeks ago, I was going through my bank statements. Once again, I go through them like every other month, maybe, just to make sure everything's right, because I wasn't noticing like a huge difference in my spending at all. So anyways, I'm going through my bank statements, and I noticed crunch charges still monthly. So I'm like, what in the actual fuck? Why are they still charging me? So I call them, and I get on the phone with Chloe. Chloe tells me that she is the AGM there. So she's the assistant manager. And she's like, she sounds super genuine on the phone, sounds super reassuring. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. We'll get this canceled for you. As for a refund, I don't think my manager's going to do that, because he's kind of an asshole right now, because people keep canceling and they want refunds, and we're just, I don't know. She said something along those lines, but for a fact, she used the words that Josh, the GM for Crunch Fitness, is going to be an asshole. So I'm like, okay, kind of crazy for her to say, but I mean, thank you for being honest. So I'm like, okay, thank you so much for canceling that, Chloe. I really appreciate your help. And yeah, so about a week later, I see a failed charge, because at this point,
Bro, why is it taking so long to cancel the membership? We're not even talking about a refund at this point.
Took all of my money off my account. I put it on my Cash App card, because fuck that. I took all my money and put it onto a different card, and basically I call them and I'm like, hey, like, Chloe and all these different people told me they were going to cancel. None of you guys canceled. It shows that you guys are trying to take money out of my account. You're not getting any more money out of me. I've been trying to cancel this membership for 7 months now. I've been here for 7 months. I've been here since May. So there is absolutely no reason for you guys.
7 months is closer to a year than it is to not half a year, but it's closer to a year than anything, man. Why would it take that long for a gym? They know exactly what they're doing, man. They know exactly what they're doing. There was a time where I moved to a whole different city, and there was no One Life Fitnesses that were in the location that I moved to. And I love One Life Fitness. Shout out to One Life Fitness. But there was this time where I'm like, okay, in order to cancel my membership, I got to show y'all an address change. No problem. Here's the address. Here's my new address. All right. And they were like, well, we need to see the actual, your name on the lease at the address. I was like, shoot, no problem. Okay, here you go. And so they continue to charge me. And so what did I do? I'm not arguing, baby. I'm not going back and forth. I'ma just change my bank information. You good. You know what I'm saying? You can't take no money if it ain't no money. And you're not going to hit me with these fees in the mail and then bring me to collections at all, because I literally have email documentation of my address change, of us contacting each other, of when I was moving, and how I don't have access to the membership anymore, or the gym anymore. There is no going back and forth. I know I'm not in the wrong. I know you guys are trying to get the most money out of me when I'm leaving, because that splits the agreement. And most gyms make most of their money from people who don't even show up in the gym. Otherwise, the gym wouldn't have enough room, because there'd be so many people inside the gym that it would be illegal, because they don't have the capacity to handle everybody at the same time. So guess what? They get most of the money from the people who don't show up. And they know if they keep you on that automation and you just, oh man, I forgot about it. Yeah, sorry, sir. You got to tell us within 10 business days so you can cancel within that date so you don't get charged again. Otherwise, you're going to get charged again, because we can't stop our systems. Okay, since you can't stop your system, let me stop mine from being accessible to yours. That fair? You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing around, man. Some gyms are trifling.
Still be charging me when I've been trying to cancel for 7 months. I understood the annual fee. I called multiple different times throughout the month, so it's nothing like, oh, like you were close to the time when they're gonna bill you. No, I called multiple times, every single time that I've called. So like, I don't want to hear any of that shit. So I asked to speak to a manager, because now at this point I'm pissed. I was like, I need to speak to a manager ASAP. And the Karen in me was starting to come out, because 7 months, my patience is wearing very thin.
She's not a Karen for this.
Surprised that I kept my composure for this long. So long story short, they refuse to let me speak to the manager. The manager refuses to speak to me. He refuses to call me back. He refuses like any type of assistance, even though I'm making it very clear I'm extremely unhappy with this. I feel like this is super unprofessional. I feel like you guys are stealing. It's like it's coming off as a scam right now. Like, cancel my shit, dude. So at this point, I'm like, I need to speak to corporate. Then I need a corporate number. I need a corporate email, like something from Venture Fitness, because Venture Fitness is a company that owns them. Something. So they're like, oh, we don't physically have a number with us, but if you want to go to our website, we have a customer service number listed on our website. So Venture Fitness is the one that owns Crunch. When I call this number, I hear Silver Fit. That's a whole different company. So it already weird to me. I ignore it. I'm like, whatever. Let me just wait till I get to a real person. I get to the real person. The person is telling me that she's so sorry she can't help me. They get so many calls about Madison, Wisconsin, and that their number is not even for their company, that they've been telling them for a very long time. She didn't give me an exact time frame, but she told me that they've been asking them for a very long time to remove their number from their website because it's inaccurate information and it's just a...
So they all types of messed up, man. Giving incorrect numbers, knowing that it's not even to the corporate that owns their company. Man, what is going on right now? I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit so we can get to the point.
Their business now. So now I'm pissed. I'm like, okay, thank you for your help, whatever. So I end up calling the Crunch Fitness in Waukesha, and I speak to Caden, who's a GM there. He was super helpful. He managed to get on the phone with Josh, which is a GM for Madison Gym. So Caden tells me, okay, I just got off the phone with Josh. Josh said he's going to cancel your membership for you and that you should be receiving an email with the cancellation confirmation there. So I was like, okay, thank you so much for your help. Still no fucking email. They tried charging me now like $51. I get an email. I could add all of the screenshots. I ended up also recording these phone calls because I'm starting to get like pissed off. I need proof that I've been trying to cancel. So I have all of these phone calls recorded as well if you guys want to hear those too. So yeah, so basically I end up speaking to another person. They end up giving me like 3 different numbers. 2 of them were supposed to be for corporate. One of them was supposed to be for like the Crunch website. But the Crunch website, I'm like, I'm starting to get a little crazy. And then you're in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Like, what the fuck are you doing today? Which is why I'm making this video. Also record that phone call. How are you gonna send me a notification last night that you're trying to charge me $51 and something cents, right?
They're still trying to charge her. Is she ever gonna get out the situation? That's what I want for her. That's why I'm speeding it up and skipping. I'm like, please tell me you got the thing canceled. You know what I'm saying? Then we can worry about you getting your refund back. But what?
And then today on the phone when I call, you say you could cancel it for me, but you're gonna charge me 81 something dollars. Why in the actual fuck are you charging me $81 when my membership is like 40 something dollars, and you tried charging me $51 last night, and I've been trying to cancel this shit for 7 fucking months? Do not get a Crunch Fitness membership. Do not get a membership with them unless you want to sign a fucking blood fucking pack, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Do not join Crunch Fitness. If anyone here has contact information for corporate or something like that, please get that to me, because the Karen in me, that shit is coming out. Because if I don't get a number, I'm going to end up pulling up to them on Thursday. If I do end up pulling up on them on Thursday, I'll record that shit to you for you guys. But yeah, so if that ever happened to you, put a finger down.
Whoa. So she didn't even get a resolution out of this, man. She just went into a deeper hole of her money being gone. This is actually insane. I'm glad I never had to go through that situation. But again, I changed my debit card. I'm not giving away my ACH information. I lock my card. If they don't want to give me my money back, if they want to keep charging me, I'm closing the accounts. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't play around like that, man. I don't play around like that. Let me know what you would have done in this scenario in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you like the content. All right, let's get it.